All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today's Friday, September 17th, 2021. Everybody's going to be talking about it, so we've got a potential wedge breakdown here on the SPY. If we pull the chart back, and you're going to see this chart a lot over the weekend here, especially from the perma bears. But you see the little wedge, the yellow wedge here, top side and low side there. Some people have it drawn in from the bottom. Some people have it drawn in from this area. But point is, you've got a potential close below the 50 MA unless they do something crazy and really bid this market up in the last 30 minutes here. But you see intraday limit down below that line, and then just really selling all day long without much relief. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to close below that 50. But let's just take this for what it is. We have closed below the 50 MA in the past. Remember back in June, we had a quad witch. That was the last time we had a quad witch. We gapped down, limit down, right below the 50 and flushed really all day long. We closed below the 50 back in March. If we just scroll back here, we had this close, and we actually tested this trend line, reversed higher the next day. We've had these tests here, and none of them have really held. So what we have to do is we have to look for confirmation. Now, if we close again below the 50 on Monday and you take out this pivot, then I'm confident saying we're in corrective mode. So we'd have to take this pivot out here at about, we'll call it 440 here. Or excuse me, that's the close. The low would be 436.12. So if you take out the 436 area, then we can say we're in corrective mode. And we do have good volume here, but a lot of this is probably due to OPEX. There's been a lot of volatility this week. If we pull the chart back, go back to, so here's Monday, there's been a lot of swings. There's going to be a lot of volatility in that. There's going to be a lot of volume in that, excuse me. And let's look at, a few other indicators here. So IWM, inside of yesterday's trading range. So that's telling you that this is probably OPEX selling. Look at Tesla. Tesla's positive here. Tesla at one point was outside of yesterday's range. I had some questions about Evergrande. Okay, well, FXI is green. Alibaba, off a double bottom. Baidu, bullish consolidation. This might even be getting a pop next week. So there's a lot of things here that aren't really confirming. I've been harping about the semiconductors. Semiconductors finally down today. So they were finally negative today, but look, they're bouncing off the 20 MA. This is still above all four major moving averages. So there's really nothing here saying that this can't go higher. I don't see any sort of confirmation. Yields were up, reasonably. That's maybe spooking the market a little bit, but again, we're still within this pivot range here. We're still within this high here at 1382 here on the TNX. There's a JP Morgan is flattish inside day, XLF, basically inside of Wednesday's candle. There's no real trend break here outside of really just the SPY. If we look at the triple Qs, yeah, you got below the 20, but you're still, really good uptrend. Look at the strength of this trend here. There's nothing to say that this can't really go higher. The one that's a little concerning is the Dow. Dow's breaking through the 100, but we generally don't hold too much weight in the Dow because it's a price cap weighted index. So, and also with it, you want to see the Dow lagging is not a big deal as long as the Nasdaq and or the Russell is leading. That we're not going to worry too much about what the Dow is doing. You've got XLE here again inside of Wednesday. This is a bullish move on XLE. Inside bar there, still forming. Crude did pull back a little bit here, but again, I think this stalls out around 74. But nice little pullback there for crude, and again, inside bar on crude right now from the thrust on Wednesday. And if this starts consolidating, it might want to go higher. So that's something we can look at there. But again, it's all gonna be about where we open Monday on the SPY. I don't take anything, I take everything with a grain of salt here on the equity markets right now during a quad witch. There's just too many things that there's just too many games going on and so on and so forth to really get a good reading there. And again, it's going to be all about where we open Monday, and then we'll go from now. If we gap down, limit down Monday on volume, then okay, we can say that maybe we've got something here. We flush down to the 100 moving average. We're in corrective mode. But until that happens, there's nothing to say that this market can't hold up. And yeah, really, that's it. But I'm just going to save the rest of my analysis for the weekend video. We'll go a lot more in depth into this, and we'll break down a lot more charts. We'll talk about nat gas, we'll talk about uranium, we'll talk gold, silver, and stuff like that. That'll be on the Wall Street for Main Street channel. Jason Burek, and yeah, we'll go from there. But you guys take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. Come find me on Patreon, patreon.com/carnivore trades. And I will talk to you guys in the weekend video, and we'll see you next week. Thank you. Take care.